What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. One thing has been definitely for certain, and it's that Juventus have been in better times in the past than they are currently. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a difficult path on the way forward. Obviously, we got to talk about some of the fallout, what's going to happen with the squad overturned with Juventus. Will the coach be overturned? And of course, are we looking toward more the past to try to fix the future? Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today it is Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Of course, I got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you care about each and every single day. Before we do anything though, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. One more time, keep jamming it down your throat. But I'm going to ask you guys, if you guys enjoy my content that we do here on the channel, do me a favor right now. You will be entered in. You're going to win a one of these. You like this shirt? You like the Bianconeri Zone t-shirt? You want one of those bad boys for your own doing? Well, if you go pop over here right now to the Now We Can Talk Like Men podcast channel, go hit that like button, or you can hit the like, but definitely go hit the subscribe button right now. We're very close to getting 100 subscribers on there. If you could, hit the subscribe button. First 100 subscribers will be entered in, and I'll be doing giveaway. We might do a couple of these, but for these Bianconeri Zone shirts, I want to push the Bianconeri Zone in other formats, maybe spread the Juventus love for our people outside of this, more of the demographics here locally, and people that also just enjoy content, enjoy fun, enjoy laughs and stuff like that. That's what we're going to be doing over there. So if you could, hit the subscribe button over there right now, and you'll be entered in to win one of these Bianconeri Zone shirts to celebrate. And the reason I'm saying that, we wanted to get to 100 subscribers over there. And one of the main things that I want to do is celebrate where we are right now. And that is with the Bianconeri Zone today. We are officially at 4,000 subscribers, and I'm excited about that, excited to see the growth of this channel, to see it continue to spur on, and what we've done here, and the enjoyment and the fun that I've had with Alejandro, with Julian. Unfortunately, I wish it were during better times for Juventus, but nonetheless, it has been fun talking Juventus with you guys and the community that has developed here. So I would say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to you all. Thank you to your all support. And if you could, I'd appreciate the support on the other channel as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's get in the news that we have for today. First up, let's talk about it. Obviously, the sentence that is basically going to be passed down. It's not official, but it is official, but it's not official. It can still be adjusted in case for some reason somebody else has an epic collapse and the Juventus could still sneak in. There's still going to be something else that they could adjust it to make it more, make it less, to make it look better. Whatever it is, that's what they're going to do. But right now, Sport is reporting that Juventus will await the reasons for the federal court sentence, that is the net minus 10 points, after which the club will have 30 days to make another appeal to CONI. The club can request the suspension of the penalty and regain the 10 points pending the new pronouncement. So I don't know. I don't trust anybody at this point. At this point, I'm just saying let's roll over and take it, especially given the way that Juventus rolled over and took it against Empoli this weekend. Very important match, very important time, and they completely let the ball down. They dropped the ball. That's what I meant to say. We'll see if anything comes of this, but again, no, I doubt it. I doubt it. Right now, we're looking at probably a Europa list, or Europe. We can be Europa anytime. I mean, I'd love to be Europa list, but we can be Europe list for Juventus for the next season, and we'll see what that will shake out and what that means for the future of the club. Well, right now, there were reports coming out saying that maybe this is good news for you all. When it comes to Max Allegri, his future is not certain. Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting that, as well as that is being backed up by our own guy, Nico Scheda, who says that Juventus's board are reflecting on Max Allegri's position for the next season. He is no longer untouchable. So those of you that want him out of here, I am definitely in that boat, saying let's move on from Max Allegri. You might get your wish. Hopefully, your wish doesn't turn into a nightmare if you end up with something even worse, though I don't know how that's even possible at this point. Some of the names that are being floated out there have been put out there by people like Giovanni Albanese, who, you know, take it with a grain of salt if you want, because of the source. But he is saying that if Allegri were no longer the Juventus coach at the end of the season, the heir would have a precise profile: young, fresh ideas, and above all, affordable costs. Obviously overpaying for a mediocre product right now with Max Allegri. They like that of Igor Tudor. And of course, Thiago Motta is another one that's out there. So those are some of the younger options. Obviously, we've heard De Zerbi be floated out there. We've heard Italiano. We've heard of all these different guys that could come in and hopefully bring a little bit of a youthful exuberance and maybe some new, fresh ideas, not dinosaur tactics, to the game, to Juventus, and get us back to where we need to be. But we will see from there. Moving on, though, we got to talk about the structural makeup of the profile of the players that are still going to be in the club. Let's go ahead and mark off the guys that are not going to be there. First up, Adrien Rabiot. We all knew this right now, basically. He's going to be gone. We went into the season knowing that he was going to be gone. Had a fairly decent season personally for himself, but that was only so that way hopefully you get into a contract year, and once that contract year is up and once that he has a contract moving forward, he'll just go and regress to the mean that we're used to when it comes to Adrien Rabiot. We know that to be true. Sky Sports reporting, though, on his future, Adrien Rabiot is set to leave Juve this summer. His future is not with that of Bayern Munich. The reason is down to past disagreement between the French midfielder and their current coach, obviously the former Chelsea head man, Tuchel. So he won't be going there. I don't care where he goes, probably Manchester United, one of those. Don't care. If he's moving on, don't care. Not my problem. Let's continue to talk about guys that had been a problem or had been my problem for the last year. And when I say that, I mean I have bent the knee and then stood back up and bent the knee and stood back up multiple times about Angel Di Maria and his situation with the club. Right now, though, we are getting reports that when it comes to his future about adding another season, we have been rumored all year long about potential more seasons, more time for him playing, especially when he's been injured most of the time this season. The only guy one-upping him there, Paul Pogba, of course. Anyway, Sky Sports reporting that Juventus were not fully satisfied with Di Maria's performances and have decided not to extend his contract. I'm going to call a little bit of BS right there. I'm going to say this. If I know anything about Juventus, I don't think that they just had a change of heart and said that this was not good enough. What you did was not good enough for us. I understand the injuries and stuff like that. That is an issue. That is an issue. And maybe if somebody came out and actually told me this is the facts and this is absolutely true. If you want me, I think it's a little bit of pandering, a little bit of staging to make Juve look better, because I feel like personally, Di Maria, why is he going to come back to play for a non-Europe, based club? Why are they going to spend the kind of money to be able to have him there? I don't think this was all Juventus to decide to do this. I think they're trying to save face here, and it is what it is. But at the same time, that's fine. It's all fine with me, because I'm sorry, if he's not going to be able to play more than a fourth of the games, I don't need him here. I need you to play games. I don't need you to, pad the stats while you're playing for the Argentine national team to try to win the World Cup. Congratulations on that. But you did nothing for my club, my squad. Moving forward, though, let's talk about the other players that are set to stay. And this is going to be list season right now. List season here, list season there. Everybody's just going to tell you their list of who they think is going to stay and who's safe, who's not safe, who's going to go. It's all BS, but at least let's throw out one of them out there. Sky Sports reporting that ahead of the summer, there are the following players who are set to remain with Juventus next season. That of Federico Chiesa, Nicolo Fagioli, Manuel Locatelli, Mattia De Sciglio. Of course, De Sciglio will say, it's fine. You can go. It's okay, De Sciglio. You can move on. It's all right. You're injured enough. You're battered and bruised. Just go. And then obviously Gleason Bremer and Kostic Illing Jr. as well. I don't know why they put Bremer there twice. But anyway, as it stands right now, those are the guys that are listing out there. Federico Chiesa would be the one guy. Him and Manuel Locatelli, two guys that I really want to keep a strong eye on. Obviously, Bremer, being that you just bought him and he's a very good defender. But when it comes to me, my bias for the Italian players. Chiesa obviously has been struggling with injuries back and forth. But that would be the one that would be painful for me to see Federico Chiesa move on, leave Juventus, and go play somewhere else. That would be one that I don't know that I could recover from personally. Leave it as it is. The one thing that I cannot recover from personally is the next name we're talking about, and that's a guy that Juventus are probably going to be retaining for another season. You're going to get more of him. You don't want more of him. I didn't want more of him. Days in Italia is reporting that Juan Cuadrado will sign a 1-year extension with the club. We don't learn. And I understand Juventus moving on or not moving on, but not being able to potentially go to the UCL, not even Europa. And if they're not playing in Europe, you got to go find somebody. And you got to have, I guess I would say fresh body, but it's almost a fresh corpse at this point. Juan Cuadrado in his career as a footballer at Juventus, it's time to be done with it and time to not have more of this. We don't need more Juan Cuadrado. It's time to move on. say, give him your kisses, whatever you want to do, his flowers, put out the tweet that says, thank you for all that you've done. Let's move on. We don't need one more season. I'm sorry, we don't. I don't need to get more soapboxy when it comes to that. You know how I feel about it. I know how you all feel about it. I think most of us can agree on that. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. All right. Continuing on, though, to go build off of that topic, we talk about more players that I guess Juventus are trying to look to. Well, at this point, you're stuck with them because they're not being purchased. But then are you going to use these players maybe to build toward the future? We'll see. Obviously, Kulusevski had some good performances early on for Tottenham, but then you know what happened there. The shipwreck that happened that is Tottenham this season. La Stampa is reporting that currently on loan in England, both Denis Zakaria and Dejan Kulusevski could be part of the Juventus squad next season. In fact, the Swiss low salary makes him an ideal Rabiot replacement. Everything is on the table until the new sporting director begins. So we'll see. Two guys that could come back, two guys that could be pieces of Juventus moving forward. We'll keep an eye on it. I guess Julian, pull that Kulusevski jersey back out. It may not be dead just yet. Pull it back on, put it on. It looks good on you, boy. Let's move on. All right. And then finally, I just put this at the end because I thought it was funny. More rumor news. I don't know. Maybe if Vlahovic ends up leaving, Juventus will have to go after another striker. Could they look back at the Italian strikers of the past that they've been obviously linked with? And Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting, and Gazzetta dello Sport obviously is Gazzetta dello Sport, which means I am rolling my eyes as I read it. But they're reporting that Gianluca Scamacca is liked by Juventus, but at the moment, the club with the most interest is that of Milan. So we'll see where Scamacca can end up. I know people don't like him because the tattoos, and we don't need that in Italy. But you let me know. Everybody's got tattoos. I don't, but you know what I mean. In sports, a lot of them do. Anyway, that'll do it for this edition of the news. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. And of course, you can follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to your old lady for me.